Oh man, they broke up. Apparently, they're fighting again. The homeless bums are fighting, man. But let's get into it. Shout out to everybody up in the building, man. Make sure you like the video. Welcome to all the newcomers, man. We've been covering this couple for a little bit now on my backup channel, but we're gonna go ahead and do it today on my main channel. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. So for anybody that is new, that don't know what we're talking about, this couple is called Fullestness, or that's just their social media handle on uh, social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, etc. Okay, and they're known for being homeless. They're known for living in a tent, living in a storage unit, living in a hotel, not paying rent. You know, being broke. This dude is known for being a psychopath, being a drug addict, not helping, being a deadbeat boyfriend, being a no good sucker uh, partner in a relationship. You know, all this shit, right? He's known for all this shit, right? His dad has kicked him out. His dad has wanted him off drugs, but apparently that's not happening. What's up, everybody up in the building, man? Like the video. Apparently they broke up. So let's get into it. We're gonna talk about it, and then apparently they got back together like a day or two later, which we're going to talk about the manipulation, the lies, being homeless, and how that kind of forces somebody, especially when she cut all ties with her family, to be stuck in this relationship. What's up, Asia? So this was as of a day ago, maybe 2 days ago. You're the best friend I ever had. I always love you, which we know that is manipulation right there at its finest. So let's go ahead and pull that up. As you can see here, you can see right there, you're the best friend I ever had. I love you always. If you really loved her, you wouldn't be making her do all the work, putting up the tent, organizing everything, cleaning up everything, carrying all the groceries, removing all the snow, right? You wouldn't be making her do everything. You wouldn't be making her sell her body. Because we're also going to be talking about her services today, guys. Um, I did a whole video about it a few months ago, but I had to private it because people trying to remove it. So we're going to show bits and parts of it. She sells her body. She has OnlyFans, and that is what is considered her services, which we'll get into a little bit in this video. Okay. So he says we are breaking up and separating. Thank y'all for all the support. We will stay active on social media, and hopefully you'll be willing to follow and support us individually. Which we all know the reason people support or even follow him on social media is because of her. He don't have nothing going on. He a broke 10 dread head ass nigga. Okay. He don't got nothing going on for his life. He's not funny. He's not good looking. He don't have any type of work ethic. He just a skinny skeletor ass nigga that's mooching off this bigger white woman, and he uses that to his advantage on social media. Okay, without her, he don't have no platform. Okay, so that's him and her. She to me is not the prettiest woman, but she could be a lot prettier if she left him and lost a little bit of weight, right? Um, a lot of the times, ladies, y'all don't realize, but y'all's attractiveness level drops because of the dudes that y'all choose. Okay, if you're willing to deal with a bum like him, scraggly ass beard that don't connect, crooked ass tooth, that lets us know how you view yourself. Okay, a deadbeat ass dude who don't work, and working on social media is not work. Okay, so look, he's posting photos, and dudes do this, right? Is manipulating dudes do this, right? They want to is once you leave them, right? Once you finally say you're done, then they try to talk about you're my best friend. I'll always love you, right? They try to what's called past trauma bonding, to where they'll post photos of good memories. Uh, to try to make you remember the good memories versus remembering the majority of the bad times, which you could tell in the relationship is majority of their relationship is just horrible, shitty ass times. Being broke, owing thousands of dollars in debt, her selling her body. Like if he was really a man, he would be working using his body to make money via in a warehouse, via cooking some fries, clean some toilets, so they can live instead of making her sell her body to different strange men, which we'll get into later in this video. Okay. So dudes like to post old photos of the good times that y'all had, talking about we had some good times, I love you, and all this as a way to manipulate her into thinking that, you know what, you know, maybe we can try it again. Maybe we can re-achieve those good times when in reality, there was never no good times. When in reality, he was pimping your ass. In reality, he was using you to make money on social media so that he can have his drug addict or his drug addiction fulfilled. Okay. So as you can see, he's claiming they broke up. Okay. So they break up for a little bit, and y'all already know that ain't nobody gonna watch this shit once they break up. Ain't nobody gonna watch a 10 dreadhead ass nigga living in a tent on the side of the road. They're just not. The reason why they're tuning in is because a lot of people want to see this woman succeed in life. A lot of people want to see this big back woman succeed, whether she's white, black, whatever race. They want to see her get off her feet. And when you choose this lifestyle, when you choose to sell your body for this dude, you tend to burn up bridges with your family, your dad, your mom, your cousins, your uncles, right, your aunties, etc. Right. So she's burned up a lot of bridges by dealing with this dude. So when you have no family in your corner, when you have no money in your pocket, which I guarantee you he controls majority of the bank accounts, he controls majority of the social medias. If you go look at his social media versus her social media, he's got more followers and stuff like that, right? So when you financially manipulate this girl into being homeless, using her body, right, making her think that this is the best way to live, and we're going to save up all this money with these technology plans, right? This grandiose plan and scheme that they're going to save all this money being homeless, when in reality they're spending majority of it on Ubers, on Uber Eats, and drugs. Okay, so they apparently broke up. Now a few days go by, and then he says, right, so look, that gets almost 400 likes. Okay, then breaking up because people want to see her do better. Now he says, we figured out everything. Sometimes you just need a good cry and to discuss real solutions. When emotions are high, it can be hard to think logically. Here we go with that logically bullshit that these conscious, so-called spiritual homeless black men always be talking about. And as a black man myself, right, I've never used these tactics, but I've seen it amongst other men being used. That women are too emotional, right? They like it's hard for them to think logically. It's hard for them to see the bigger scheme. See the forest from the trees because of their emotions and all the bullshit technology shit that these dudes be talking about. So they said we figured everything out. Sometimes you just need the good cry to discuss real solutions. When emotions are high, it can be hard to think logically. We are okay now and dropping new content soon. We love y'all. Thanks for the support. As usual, have a great day. Okay. So I guarantee you, she finally had enough of his bullshit, of his lies. She probably had enough of selling her body to these estranged men, especially that little light skinned dude that you see them be hanging out with. I guarantee you, he's smashing her buns, man. Is the one that be driving them around and shit. I guarantee you, he be smashing her buns, and oh boy, with the 10 dreads, be sitting in the corner beating his meat to his girl getting smashed on. Some sick ass shit. So, uh, so that's them breaking up. Okay, so let's get into uh some videos that they put out recently. Then we're gonna get into her services. Okay, so we'll get into that. Which I hope they break up for sure, man. This dude needs to reach rock bottom, man. But him continuing to use and pimp this girl out on social media for her services, for content, to me, it's a damn shame. It is a damn shame. Okay. And that's the only way he could survive and continue his drugs and continue his addictions. Okay. So let's get into it. As you can see here, right? So we're going to pick back off where we left off. So y'all remember last time we covered them, they were moving out the hotel motel room because they owe like 40 grand and bills. They haven't been paying rent. They'll sign these leases for these month-long stays, pay the little down payment, pay the first month deposit or whatever the fuck it is, and then not pay the remaining period, and then use the legal system, right? And how it, how the slow walks to evict somebody. They'll use that to get extra months worth of staying for free. So they finally move out, as you can see in the snow time, which I'll show you here. See how it's all fucking snowed out. He wasn't doing shit, bro. She was sweeping. She was getting all the snow. Let's just take a look for a second, okay? Look at that. The fucking tent is all condensed due to the heavy snow. So he didn't even prepare for that with his dumb ass. No caving in the damn roof. See, this is the most work that you ever seen him do in his life. Rub some snow off a tent, shake the tent. That's literally the most work you'll ever see him do. Outside of that, his girl is moving everything, lifting everything, carrying the groceries, cooking the food, doing everything. Okay. So these people were really living in the cold, that cold ass snow, sub-zero degrees, all because this dude had a master plan. And he turned off the comments too because people were roasting his ass. Look at that, barely getting any of the snow off. Look, he spent 30 seconds cleaning off the damn snow. Now he ready to go inside. Barely did anything. Okay. A fucking Walmart bag as a floor mat. Like that let you know how down bad he is. Man, got a Walmart bag as a floor mat. But look at that. All that snow caved in on their fucking other tent inside their tent. Got snow in the tent with his think a fucking towel's gonna get all that shit out. You think he would have engineered you like using those trees around him? Like you think he would have engineered some type of fucking uh a cover or some type of roof style canopy to stop the initial snow from reaching on his tent with his dumb ass. Right. So the dude's living in the snow, playing in the snow like a damn kid. Okay. This is the type of dude that he is.
Okay, on my wrist, kind of this spinning, man of the cool, right on the tenant, so about the top, hit of the Linux. I got some cash, I want to spend it. New baby tag, they want to.
Now, I'm telling you, man, these dudes right here, you do not want this dude. What's up, Trinity? Top Trevor. Why is it always these homeless, so-called spiritual dudes that don't want to work a damn job, always trying to be the next up-and-coming fucking NBA young boy? Like try to be the up-and-coming damn next rapper. It blows my mind, bro. Get a job, bro. Go work at Aldi's, man. Go work at fucking like Trader Joe's. Go work at Walmart. Go flip patties and clean toilets, man. Like go do something. that's more productive than trying to do this dumbass rapping shit, bro. You're not a rapper.
Rainy, too many fads, too many bitches. One of my slide, get on my lizard, ready to slide. You make it slither. Yeah, give my time, you alright. Give my slide, give my slide.
He might lie, he might lie. Come on, man.
Gone, all my prime. Yeah, so I get in my.
This dude need to edge up like a motherfucker, man. His shit pushed all the way back, bro.
When it gonna business on handling mine, yeah, you catch better my time. Yeah, 2-time phone, yeah, I'm zipping emails. But it's going better or less. Yeah, you big guess. Simon said, do what I said. Cuban link choking my name. I was on Louis, yes.
What Cuban link?
Chrome is VVS. All of my wrist, kind of this spinning. Man of the coupe, round of the tenant. Talk about the top, hit of the Linux. I got some cash, I wanna spin it. Let me be tad, they wanna rent it. Too many fads, too many bitches. What am I slime? Get on my lizard, ready to slide. You will get slithered. Hey, he my time, you know, yeah. He my slide, he my slide.
Yeah, man, this dude is a fucking bum, bro. So then you got her, right? And he's always showing her ass off, right? Which we'll get into in the next video or in the later on part of this video, right? He's always showing her ass. He's always showing her naked, right? He's always showing off her body because that is considered her services, right? He always talks about, you know, her services help pay a majority of the bills. She sells her ass. She sells her cootie. She sells her body on OnlyFans, X, right? She even goes on dates with these guys, all types of shit, which we're going to get into later in this video. Okay? So he be pimping her ass. he be pimping her ass. Hold on, let's see what's being said. Look at how he always be showing off her backside. They be buying the most expensive bread for no fucking reason, bro. Just get you some white bread, man. Like they be wasting money for no reason. And this is why they're always broke. This is why they never have no savings, because they buy the most expensive food that you can eat. That bread is like $4 or $5. Why not get you like $1.50 worth of white cheap bread with some lunch meat and some lettuce? But they need all these ingredients, all these pickles, all these fucking look at all this mayo, honey, the spirit, like bro, they need all this shit for a damn sandwich instead of just eating a turkey sandwich. Which they eat out a lot of the time, man.
We're homeless because we don't want to pay rent.
Our goal is to pay off our $35,000 debt.
Now that's a lie, right? They're not trying to pay no debt. They wouldn't even pay rent. So what makes you think they're going to pay off?
And get a tiny home. We get paid from her service, Facebook, YouTube.
Right, so we get paid from her service, Facebook, YouTube, right? Which we're going to get into a little bit later in this video. Okay, her service is selling her body via OnlyFans, via on X, which we'll get into, right? I can't show everything because it's rated R for YouTube, but we'll show you some of the stuff.
YouTube and TikTok. So living in a tent, paying no rent, will reach that goal quicker. We only want to stay out here for 6 months and we'll extend it if we want to save more money. This is how we survive homelessness in the winter. We have insulation all throughout the top of the tent, thick winter socks, propane for cooking, shoe covers, cooking stuff.
Right, that dude right there that y'all just seen, bro, I swear he smashing the fuck out of this girl, bro. I guarantee you.
And the stove is inside this bin. I don't feel like moving it. Then right below it is all of our clothes. A dish rack, a shower setup, bowls for eating and towels for the shower. A bucket for the shower. We have a dresser with each drawer filled to the brim with things that we need. Like hand warmers, knives and scissors, nutritional supplements, Q-tips, trash bags, Ziploc bags, and lanterns. A vacuum for our beautiful carpet. A camping toilet for when you got a poopy, fart, dookie, throw up, and spit. A bucket underneath so the bag can just go right in the bucket and then we can take it out. Hydrating water. A cover to cover the extra tent and we keep it a little open.
Why not just bury the shit, bro? Why not just dig a hole or have your girl since you don't do any work? Why not just have your girl dig a hole 20 feet from y'all's thing and just bury the shit? Once it fills up, cover it. Yeah, no, yeah, JC, they can buy all this stuff, all this makeup, all this shit, but not get an apartment.
Open for ventilation. We have covers in there, pillows. It's soft in there and cozy.
A big supportive pillow for your neck and arms. A power bank. Clean towels for dirty time. A mini fan to get smell and smoke out. A solar light. It don't need batteries. Winter boots for rain and snow. A big jacket for the cold. Another jacket for the cold. And a shirt for the cold. And I usually have long johns, but not this time. Gym towels to protect the floor from punctures and to keep our feet from getting cold. Underneath that, we have more insulation to bounce the heat up and the cold down. Toilet paper to wipe your booty. Food in a container so the animals don't get to it. A waterproof first aid kit. A cooler.
Trust me, them ants can still get out there.
To keep our food from getting spoiled. Found this outside.
Buy all this organic shit, right? Buy all this organic, and organic is damn near 10 times more expensive than the regular shit. So wasting all your money on all these beef broth and shit, like they're really cooking 5-star meals out of that damn tent with the little propane ass grill. Yo, what's up, Bronze? Oh yeah, man. All the organic shit.
So we don't slip on the snow. Camo to keep us low key so we don't get caught. We really can't wait to finally have a home and live a stable life, but for now, we're choosing to be homeless to save money fast. This wouldn't be possible without you guys, so thank you so much to all the fans for watching.
So this is his master scheme, right? Is to live in a tent, save all this money. Nah, she's still selling cat, Mike Flower. Mike Lowry, she's still selling cat to this day. So this is his grand scheme, and all these bum ass niggas, man, they all got their own mastermind, evil genius ass scheme that they gonna make all these millions of dollars doing it their way, right? They came up with a little fucking pathway to go make all this money, and it never works out. It don't ever work out for these people, ever. I guarantee you, by the time we get to August, they ain't gonna make no money. They ain't gonna pay off no debt. They still gonna be living in a tent because they spent all their money on Uber Eats and Ubers to all these different places. Bro, they be buying her cat, man. They be buying her OnlyFans, brother. That's why he be showing her ass off. And
We're
shit.
going to stay homeless for 6 months because we don't want to pay rent. We want to get a tiny home and pay off our $35,000 debt. So living in a tent paying no rent, we can get to that goal quicker. This is how we survive homelessness in the winter because it gets really
right. This dude right here,
cold and
I guarantee you, bro, he be smashing the cake.
-5. We have a tent in a tent with a cover on top of it to keep us warm. Inside of it, we have cozy, soft blankets and lots of pillows. It gets so warm in there that we actually sweat sometimes. We keep it ventilated. I'm layered up with 2 jackets and long johns, thick socks. Always gotta have hand warmers on us. Winter boots for rain and snow. A dresser that keeps
steam coming out the boots like he working hard, bro. Like Steve working at they have Amazon delivery, bro. Everything they be buying the most expensive shit. All these organic fruits and shit, and they're not healthier than the next dude, right? Fucking steam coming out his boots like he working hard and shit. Like he works
all of our supplies and more container storage. We installed gym towels to protect from punctures and our feet from getting cold. A camping toilet with a bucket below it so
he's repeating.
I refuse to pay rent every month. We owe $35,000 and we don't have good credit. So living in this tent and not paying rent can really help us save a lot of money really fast. We have a tent and a tent to stay warm during the winter and a cover on top of it. This second tent is like a mini room. She uses it to work on her service. It really helps.
Right, her service, which we'll talk into, right? Look at that. Fucking all these expensive ass Beijing waffles or Belgian waffles and shit. I don't even know how they got Wi-Fi on a damn laptop.
Pretty much stay in here most of the day because it is really cold out there. But for it to be outside during peak winter, it's really not that cold.
Bro, new tent.
Yep. It's better. It's open this joint. Yeah.
What's that called, babe?
Thermal insulator.
Thermal insulator.
We have thermal insulator all throughout the top of the tent too to keep it warm. We put up camo so we don't.
Right. So now it's recently stopped. Can you brush your tongue with that? Yo, that's crazy, bro. Making yourself gag. Yo, what's up, Reese? What's up? And shout out to everybody in the building, man. This isn't my normal content, but we trying to get into the algorithm. My last video I did on these guys got almost 9K views on my backup channel. So I'll be doing an update, man. But that's crazy work, man. Making yourself gag as a man on purpose. That shit crazy, man. Like, who does this shit? That shit crazy, bro. Now, bro think he's sexy and shit. Look, he got his 10 dreads in 2 different positions. Now he think he's sexy. Look. That's a shame. He's the only dude that I know that can pull his dreads back and make it look like that nigga don't got no dreads, bro. That's how you know his shit raggedy, his shit crusty. This is the hotel, man. So whenever it was a tornado, which we're gonna get into in a little bit, they still go to hotels to play Fortnite and to do her services, which we're gonna get into, right? So that's another picture of him doing some bullshit.
We're homeless to avoid paying rent. We're $35,000 in debt and our credit is horrible. So we can't get a home. All we can get is hotels, which we try not to get too much of because we really want to save money.
This snow is crushing our tent.
But sometimes it gets so bad we have to get one.
Oh my God. Look at that.
During the winter storm, me and my girl worked together to get all the snow off the tent so it didn't get crushed. We definitely know how to survive out here and we enjoy it too.
That's crazy.
We always have hand warmers on us and shoe covers.
They did not just have a fucking animated fireplace via YouTube on their shit, bro.
Supplements, trash bags, tissues, knives, shower equipment, bowls, towels, vacuum cleaner, a bucket for our shower, and amongst other things, more shower equipment, shoe covers so our floor doesn't get dirty, propane for cooking supplies, and we have glass straws. Okay, glass
straws. They're like, it's blown my mind. They're $35,000 in debt. She be selling her ass literally on OnlyFans and on websites, which we're gonna get into in a little bit. They be eating nothing but organic foods, honeys. Everything they have is organic. In drinking from glass straws when plastic costs way less, right? So just based off their choices on what they eat, they're not saving any money. They barely cook their own food. If anything, they be ordering Uber Eats majority of the time. I done seen so many videos and photos of these people spending at least $150 on Uber Eats. At least.
Wear in this box and clothes, boots, tent in the tent so we can stay extra warm with covers and pillows and thick socks. And we lay on a very, very fluffy bed. It's perfect size for this small tent. It gets very warm in here, so warm that we actually sweat sometimes. This is the cover for the second tent. Toilet paper. We have food, camping toilet with a bucket underneath so the smell is contained. Bags that we use.
See, right, all that makeup and all that mascara and nail shit, that is for her services. She ain't definitely missing no meals, man.
Her jewelry stuff, and we have lantern and hand sanitizers, carpet, gym tiles so our feet doesn't get cold, and a power bank.
And a solar light. Throughout the top of the tent, we have insulation so it doesn't get cold in here. The heat stays in. We make money on TikTok, YouTube, her service, and
Right, her service, which we're gonna get into in a
Facebook.
second.
And this would not be possible without you guys. So thank you.
Right, which we're gonna get into in a little bit, right? So he's always showing off her ass and all these photos and shit. And y'all gonna see, right? Always showing off her ass, her body. She's always laying in bed naked. And no offense, but I'm glad he's doing this to a white woman and not a black woman, man. And she's not bad looking, man. It's just her choice of dude and what she does for like her service. It just it does that. So he says, we're staying in the hotel while I'm sick. Eventually we'll move back into the hotel, but we haven't yet. Right? So people are getting on their ass about living in a tent. Someone said job application. So she wheezing and shit, which isn't a good sign.
Do you want my eyebrows brushed out?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I'll get my new pouch.
You know how dirty that shit is,
Hold on.
bro.
What's up? Oh,
Look, they be spending their money on bullshit. All that money that they allegedly be saying, they be spending the money on bullshit. Room nasty as hell. Buying all this shit they don't need. All this self-care
Wow.
health products for no reason.
Pouches.
That nigga nasty, bro. Eating chocolate, then eating pizza right after the chocolate. The dirty ass. Look at that. You need to hear the nigga smacking.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he a grimy ass ninja,
And
bro.
then you said
Mascara?
just mascara?
Yes.
That's all you want.
And lipstick.
Okay.
Have you ever done anything like that before? Just that?
Yeah.
Do you go out? Have you ever gone out just like that? Just for like a party? Just mascara and lipstick?
Party? Probably. I don't really go to many parties, so probably not. Just because.
You wanted to be like special and go all out?
Yeah. But like every day, this is like more so like an everyday type of makeup look.
You could do makeup in Fortnite. That would be fire.
Wouldn't that be so fire? They literally
they do obsessed with
made
Fortnite,
like
bro.
dress up popular amongst guys. Isn't that crazy? Now lips.
Huh?
Now lips.
Yeah.
So the question is, do you want more natural lips or do you want a pop of color?
Pop of color. Red.
Okay, red.
Wait, yes. Red.
Red?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So these are the different options for red. This is like a lip tint.
This one.
That one?
Yes.
Okay. Do you like this or do you like more of like a glossy look?
That's all I would want. Just like that.
All
And
you want.
and just a nice outfit on that. Yes. That is perfect. Okay.
And then I take a little brush and I just stipple that right in the area.
Is concealer non-negotiable for makeup?
This part right here,
Yeah.
just in here.
I do like that. Blush is a non-negotiable.
Yes, I love blush, and I know that I have natural blush, but
Yeah, I like to see your imperfections. Foundation gets rid of that, right?
yeah. I'm going to
I'll just
give
see your
myself that
imperfections.
cheekbone. It's like, oh my god,
Wait, that don't make
this
it
is
cheek.
catfishing.
That looks like a cheekbone.
Right? So she be doing that shit for her services, man. And I'm never getting a 9 to 5.
I'm never getting a 9 to 5, and here's why. 9 to 5ers would have to work 120 hours to get 3 incomes when I only have to work for 14. Our income can grow without requiring more hours of labor. That is crazy. So if someone with a 9 to 5, right, they have to work 4 jobs, right? Because we get paid on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and her service. That's 4 different incomes. Somebody that's working a 9 to 5, it's not even possible for them to work 4 jobs. And then they only can work 5 days unless they do overtime. We can work 7 days.
Reese, this is a hotel. So they rent hotels every now and then, man. They rent hotels. And he's definitely fruity and sassy, man. But it's my problem, right? There are people that make $50 an hour at their job that will almost dwarf your income in a month that you make working what you work, right? And majority of their money comes from her service, which he's already explained in a past video. Okay. So, but when your expenses are higher than the money that you bring in, then it doesn't matter how many hours you work or how much a person makes because you're not actually saving any money.
7 days a week with ease. It takes me, what, an hour, maybe 2 hours to edit a video. So 2 hours every day. Let's just say 2 hours, right? Every day for 7 days. That's 14 hours, right? Is that good math? 14 hours a week, every week, compared to someone, in contrast to someone working 40 hours. Say we both getting $100 a day, right? And you work 5 days a week. It's your 9 to 5, so that's 500 by the end of the week, just without taxes and stuff, right? I work 14 hours to get the same, and you work 40. Now I can times mine by 4 because I just post the same video, or down times 3 because I just post the same video on Facebook and TikTok. So now that's times 3 working the same amount of hours. That's insane. That's insanity. I'm never getting a 9 to 5, and here's why. 9 to 5ers.
So his math is way off, right? Okay, math's way off. So they keep ordering Amazon.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh. Oh, that is so pretty. What?
Was it like a mini drawer, like a mini dresser?
Oh my god, babe, this is so pretty.
Or makeup and shit?
You've been wanting to give me this drawing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute, babe. I'm obsessed. Oh my god, it's so cute, babe. Stop.
I really wanted to make sure I got you the right one.
Oh my god, so cute. Oh my god, babe, it's so fucking cute. I can't even know.
So she's more worried about receiving little jewelry boxes instead of having a house of her own, right? Or a home of her own or some land of her own.
I'm so glad you like it, baby.
I love it. What's this? Oh, she's adorable. And you tucked the little necklaces in. Oh my god, it's so good. I just love it so much. Oh, it's so cute. And it comes with a key.
Now, what is this though?
Oh, it's
Oh. I was hoping it wasn't messed
oil.
up.
Sounds like baby.
Wow.
Oh, it's so cute, babe. I love it. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Wasting money. Wasting money on some bullshit. Now he cooking eggs. Eggs and water. This dude's a nasty motherfucker, bro. Crushing that damn deviled egg in his hand, bro.
Little buddy, what you want? Some violent shit. Two-step and lay back, still wildin' shit. What up? Hey, baby, I got the potion. Take a sip of this and put your back in motion. Little buddy, what you want? Some violent shit. Two-step and lay back, still wildin' shit. What up? Hey, baby, I got the potion. Take a sip of this and put your back in motion. There, jump down, turn around, pick a belly cotton. Jump down, turn around, pick a belly hay. Oh, that pick a belly.
All this energy, bro. So now the snow's gone.
We're homeless because we don't want to pay rent. We got evicted from the last hotel we were staying at. We owed them $7,000. We also are $35,000 in debt with taxes and credit. Our credit is horrible, which is why we're staying out here so we can save money fast. Living in a tent, paying no rent, we can reach the goal quicker of getting a tiny home, which is the ultimate goal. And we're not staying out here that long either. We only want to stay here for 3 to 6 months. Hopefully we don't get caught in the meantime, which is why we have camo on the tent. We also have boot covers, and it's raining right now, so this is the perfect time to use them. We also have a boot and shoe mat, so all our shoes can go in here when they get muddy. It don't get on the carpet. Propane for cooking, water for the cooking, glass straws, cooking supplies, utensils. We got a mitt, a stitch mitt for grabbing the pan. We have more cooking supplies. Our stove is in there and clothes. Okay, we have shower equipment. That's probably take a shower. Bowls and towels. Okay, we have a dresser.
Oh, my bad, y'all. Sorry about that. So we're gonna get into her service, okay, guys? Sorry about that. So she sells her body. She has the OnlyFans. She sells her body on X and many different platforms, okay? And this is the reason why he explains that he uses his content as a way to promote her services, which we're gonna get into. So let's show the video. Views just because you get, and for the people that say, oh, he makes all this money from YouTube, if he makes all this money from YouTube, how come he owes $6,000 in rent? If he's making, let's say, $10,000 a month, like he once claimed, and rent's only $1,500 to $2,000, how are you $6,000 behind? It makes no sense. These people are scraping by. These people, any money they get, they spend it on food, Uber Eats, because they don't drive, and they spend it on little knick-knack toys like stylists, gloves, phones and shit like that, okay? Video games and shit, okay? So as you can see, he says, I'm not making enough money from YouTube, okay? And we're going to get into how they're actually making money.
YouTube. She's making more money than YouTube. Her service is why we're living.
Right? Her service is why we're living here. Okay? Mind you, they're living in a motel/hotel. So what services could she be providing clientele for them to be making more money than he makes on YouTube? And on top of that, they're living in a hotel, okay? So Pete, what he says, right? He's telling y'all the truth. He's giving y'all the game.
Living here.
I wouldn't make this much money if it weren't for him, not with the work that I put in. Like, I could put more work in, I could promote harder, but it makes it easier when you
promote harder, right? What does she promote? I looked on her social media. I looked on their social media. She doesn't do nails. She doesn't do hair. She's always laying in that damn busted ass bed, booty butt naked. In all the videos and pictures that he takes of her, she's showing off her little fucking flabby cakes, her her rotted bakery she's showing off. She bending over, flashing her cleavage. Okay, so what service does she provide? Does she do hair? No. Does she actually bake and cook? No. She eats fast food nonstop. So what services could she promote? Like I said earlier, he's using his social media platform to promote her OnlyFans and to promote her sex work, her clients, her Johns. Okay, let's get into it.
When he's, we got a platform that he's able to promote on and everything, that stuff.
I have been promoting her through content creation though. So like YouTube isn't pulling in enough money, but the promotion that I'm giving her from me making YouTube videos and Instagram videos and Facebook videos is why we're able to live here too. Like we're helping each other. She's making content on her service and
She's making content on her service. Okay. She's selling that flabby ass. She's selling that ass on her OnlyFans in real life to provide her service. That's what she's doing, which we're going to get actual into her OnlyFans and other proof, okay? But that's what she's doing. That's how they make a majority of her money. And he filming it. He allowing his girl to get smashed up by these different dudes that got these BBW fetishes, these foot fetishes and shit. He allowing his girl to get piped down, bust down. Yes. For that cash to live in a motel. Okay? So for all the people that's in my comments saying, oh, he makes, it's all a scam. No, it's not no scam. This is not no scam. He's barely making any fucking change, any coin, any pennyage from YouTube. Okay? So he says it here. Now, I'm going to show you more evidence. This is just Exhibit A of the theory that we're going to prove here. Okay? She definitely has an OnlyFans page, and she definitely is selling that cootie. So let's listen to him again.
And I'm promoting her through Instagram and YouTube. So even though YouTube dollars isn't enough money to live here, the promotion that I'm getting from that is why we're able to live here too. Because like we're helping each other. Her service, we help each other. So a lot of people are saying
So you heard that, right? That YouTube dollars isn't enough to afford a $2,000 a month rent payment at a hotel, right? So all these people talking about YouTube is his job, social media is his job. This nigga is not making that much money on no damn social media. Majority of their income comes from fucking her services.
you need to get a job, you need to get a job. When it's like me and her are in this together, we do get a couple dollars from YouTube. That's like side hustle money. And then her service is what's really keeping us here. And that's something that me and her do together. That's not like just her doing all the work. So a lot of people are saying like, oh, I need to get a traditional job, as if like I'm sitting on my ass every day, not doing anything. I edit videos every day. I make videos every day. I promote our channel.
You pimping out your girl, you sitting in a corner beating your little tic-tac dick while she gets fucked by different dudes on video is not you working. You're not no manager. You're not no pimp. You're not no pimp named Slickback. Try like you're not none of that. You're just a bum with crusty ass lips, with zingy ass ways, using a obese fat girl to make money. Exactly. A whole busted can of biscuits. Facts.
You know, I promote her service and all these different things.
I wouldn't make nearly as much money if I didn't have his help.
We're making enough money just to survive. So that's the issue that we're both having, is we want to make enough money. We want to make money to live, not just survive. So that's like a lot of people, though. A lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, they're making enough money to survive. And me and her are working on getting out of that bubble. And that has to do with like budgeting and us working together a little harder. Me and her have been struggling with a lot of other things. So it's been taking the focus away from work. We've been working on our relationship, not a lot our money. So our relationship is like popping, but our financial situation is not as strong. And we're working on strengthening that. So this is why we're never getting a 9-to-5, because a 9-to-5, we're going to get less money, have less time,
when all me and her have to do is just lock in. But last year we made 80 grand, 80 grand. And that's when me and her were focusing on working, not our relationship. So we know what's possible. We just have to focus. Focus is your greatest currency. It's your use of your time. Time is the most valuable thing, and focus is the use of that time. So
look how ugly this motherfucker is, man. And I always wonder, like, why is she keeping him around? Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. She is using him and he is using her to promote each other on the sex tip and on the content tip. Okay.
So all we got to do is focus on making income. And YouTube and TikTok, I was making $2,000 a video. Like, that's what I'm saying. And like with her service too, she was making like $6 grand a video. It's just, we just need to focus.
So she's making OnlyFans, guys. $6 grand a video, which we know is cap, because 2,000 plus 6 is 8,000. Y'all are $6,000 behind in the hotel. Like y'all haven't even paid rent. So where's all this so-called money going? Y'all don't have no land. Y'all don't got no car. Y'all don't got no tiny home. It's being spent on Uber Eats. That's what it's being spent on. Okay. So peep that.
The focus. I'm not making enough money from YouTube. She's making more money than YouTube. Her service, right? So based off what we heard so far, right? And this is just exhibit A. What do y'all think her services are? What could they possibly be for her to make $6 per video? Now, I was scrolling through her page. Okay. It's definitely crazy. So as I was scrolling through her page, and let's see, 1 second. Okay. Now let's go to this video real quick. Let's go to this video real quick. And let's go to much. Like, I really love Brianna. She's out with another guy right now.
Hear that, right? So she's out with another guy right now. So while he's laying in bed, not doing shit, playing Fortnite, she's out there working. She's out there performing her services. Okay.
We're in an autonomous open relationship. I've never been happier. I truly love her. I'm happy that she's learning herself and having her experiences at 23. That's my baby. She is so wise beyond her years. She is so beautiful. And she is so sweet and loving and caring, and like, she's so understanding and open-minded. This whole open relationship thing, autonomous relationship, has taught me how to love myself better. Like, let go of attachment, fear of abandonment, exclusivity. All you got is yourself. That's all you need is yourself. If Brianna left me, I shouldn't feel empty. Like, I shouldn't feel empty because Brianna left me. I should feel like I'm sad and everything. I love Brianna at the same time. I shouldn't be like, oh, I'm nothing without her. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you don't need to be
all this stuff. Like,
you don't need to be, and that's another thing too, man. Like, you don't need to be possessive or territorial or even in an open relationship to feel not empty. For example, me and my wife, right? We're monogamous. At one point, we were polygamous when it comes to having another girlfriend. But if my wife left me, I didn't feel empty on the inside. If I left her, she didn't feel empty on the inside. She would continue her life. And I would continue my life. Even now that we're married with children and all this other stuff, if she was to leave, I would be sad. I would take care of my kids. I would help pay what I need to pay, but my life wouldn't be over. So when you don't work a job like he does, when all you do is play games and do drugs and fucking allow other niggas to fuck your girl on camera like he does, then you have these type of ideas, you have these type of thoughts, then you come up with all these justifications to allow these ridiculous situations. Oh, you shouldn't feel empty. No, bro, like nobody should feel empty.
Brianna is just amazing. I love Brianna so much. Like, I really love Brianna. She's out with another guy right now.
She's out with another guy getting her fucking flat biscuit cheeks clapped while you sitting there reminiscing, talking about bullshit about to play some Call of Duty or some fucking Fortnite, okay? Now, this is exhibit 2. So she has her services, okay? Then she's out with other guys. Y'all are in an autonomous, which makes no fucking sense. Open relationship, which I don't see you with any other girls. So she's allowed to be with other guys, but you're not with other girls. So it's not truly an open relationship. It's more of a polyamorous situation that you're in. So let's go to exhibit 3 or exhibit C. Okay. Now I was scrolling through her so-called Instagram and I came across her X account, her Twitter account. And I was like, you know what? Like, let me go ahead and click on this this account. Okay. So as y'all can see here, right, Miss Bunny, and you see where it says Miss Bunny only, right? Why else would she have Miss Bunny only? Okay. Now, if you read her bio, right, only stands for OnlyFans. Okay. Now, my wild side is at Miss Bunny at only Miss Bunny on X, Twitter. Adjust your settings if you can't find it. Okay. Now, when I scroll down, you see her right here talking about She-Hulk, green light, sticking her tongue out, showing her cleavage. Okay, she put bad girl, thick, baddie. Girl, you's not baddie or thick. And I'm not trying to be rude and make fun of a woman. I'm not trying to do that. So she goes Miss Chicago. Okay, scroll a little further. Okay, she retweets a video. Now this one, she says, getting ready for work. Now, I don't know about y'all, but what type of work is she getting ready for? What type of work is she getting ready for? Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. Look at that. Towel barely hanging on, putting her hair up in a motherfucking bun. So she put Big Mama, getting ready for work, hashtag thick. What work does she do? She don't work a 9-to-5 corporate job. She's getting ready for her clients. She's getting ready for her services, guys. This is why she's always laying in bed, booty butt naked. She's always moisturizing herself, keeping herself lubricated. Because she sells that thing. She sells that kitty cat. That is her service. Okay? Now let's go a little bit further down the rabbit hole. Right? There you go. Makeup on. Scroll a little down. Look at that. Titties hanging all the way out. For what? And I don't know why she calls herself Miss Bunny. Like, what do you like trying to be a Playboy bunny? Like you trying to be a Playboy bunny or something? So look, getting ready for work. Look at that. You can. Do you see what I see? All right, so and I'm gonna fast forward through some of the video because, like I said, YouTube guidelines. Let me fast forward through some of it. Okay. Popcorn, camera, action. Okay. Someone said, no, I don't want to look. You don't have to look.
Yep.
Right? Filming. Look at that. So what is she filming, guys? Is this her service to film? That's crazy. So like I said, man, we're gonna get into some other information. I just, yeah, he's definitely the is the yeah. So I went to her other X account, right? The one she said you had to adjust your settings on X for, and this is her second, more private X account, which is gonna get a little bit explicit, which we're gonna skim through and show y'all. Yeah, he's definitely the full meal is waiting down there. Warning, I'm way better on video than I am in your imagination, right? So now we're getting into her actual service, okay? I should be selling that ass. Is the pimp. See, look, I missed backseat shenanigans. December 11th. Look at that. Look at that, showing them flabby ass biscuits. Them dirty ass biscuits. I'll fast forward a little bit. This is her service. Now, I got to be careful because I don't want to see come get me. Oh, OnlyFans, Miss Bunny. Look at that. Right. So you see how she's laying on the bed like that, right? So she sells that cootie, man. She sells that cootie. You know, you have to go through all these different obstacles, these hoops and goalposts to find it, but I found it. And it gets worse from here, guys. It gets worse from here. Okay. So this is what he means by her service and how it brings in $6,000 a month or whatever fucking number he says. Okay. He pimping her out. That's the hotel room, guys, that they're living in. Someone's like, get rid of that boyfriend. That's crazy. And you know, he's taking the pictures, bro. He's taking the photos, man. So I gotta be very careful. Oh. So look, them out nature, she posting that chest. She got her panties on. Look at that Playboy. So that's why she calls herself Miss Bunny. Someone said if she said if you could unlock me tonight, I mean this is this year. What would it be? Look, AI. So she a furry then. No wonder why she don't be wearing a bra. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it right there because it gets more explicit. But y'all saw when I was scrolling through that fake peen, that plastic peen, that dildo, right? So then we go to her OnlyFans. Right, so we go to her OnlyFans. As you can see here, this is her OnlyFans. Okay. Let's go through this. Not too much, so I'm not. So she got 130 photos, 67 videos, 47.k, I think, viewers or subscribers. I'm gonna get flagged, but y'all can see the bio. Okay. $24 a month for that? Nah, fuck no, man. I'd rather have Netflix. I'd rather have Hulu. Peter Griffin with the man, I'd rather have any other streaming service than pay $24.99 a month for that flat cat that flag. Man, I'm trying not to be rude, man. But them fucking flabby, flaky ass biscuits is not worth no $24.99 a month. I'm sorry, but it's not. So she got full videos, no more previews, no more cropping. None of that shit. And look at that scene 3 hours ago, guys. Seen 3 hours ago. So I can subscribe for free right now. I'm definitely not going to. But as you can see, 57 posts, 197 media. As you can see, she got an Amazon wish list, which we're gonna get into. Her Beacon AI, which we're gonna talk about as well. Right, so we're not gonna share any of the content. So okay, so this is her thing, right? $24.99 a month, worth every dollar. The garden is growing. The bunny garden gates coming soon. Be sure to check out what I'll be offering on my VIP page. Royal Carrot Club launches soon. So she got a Royal Carrot Club. I guess it's for the horn dogs. That tent girl, man. She sells ass, and they're both doing drugs. You are correct, Janelle. She's a sex worker. Okay. And let's bring it.
I'm making enough money from YouTube. She's making more money than YouTube. Her service is why we're living here.
I couldn't make this much money if it weren't for him, not with the work that I put in. Like, I could put more work in, I could promote harder, but it makes it easier when he's, we got a platform that he's able to promote on and everything, that stuff.
I have been promoting her through content creation though. So like YouTube isn't pulling in enough money, but the promotion that I'm giving her from me making YouTube videos and Instagram videos and Facebook videos is why we're able to live here too. Like, we're helping each other. She's making content on her service and I'm promoting her through Instagram and YouTube. So even though YouTube dollars isn't enough money to live here, the promotion that I'm getting from that is why we're able to live here too. Because like, we're helping each other. Her service, we help each other. So a lot of people are saying, you need to get a job, when it's like me and her are in this together. We do get a couple dollars from YouTube. That's like side hustle money. And then her service is what's really keeping us here. And that's something that me and her do together. That's not like just her doing all the work. So a lot of people are saying like, oh, I need to get a traditional job, as if like I'm sitting on my ass every day, not doing anything. I edit videos every day. I make videos every day. I promote our channel. I promote her service and all these different things.
I wouldn't make nearly as much money if I didn't have his help.
We're making enough money just to survive. So that's the issue that we're both having, is we want to make enough money. We want to make money to live, not just survive. So that's like a lot of people though. A lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Okay. They're making enough money to survive. And me and her are working on getting out of that bubble. And that has to do with like budgeting and us working together a little harder. Me and her have been struggling with a lot of other things. So it's been
So to answer your question, BCat, yes, I do. And I appreciate that, Chris, for real. But yes, to answer your question, BCat, do you think they're actually homeless or what? I just don't know what to think anymore. Yes, I think they're actually homeless. I think that they were making a lot of content, OnlyFans. She was having a lot of sex and sex work in that hotel that they're in right now. And I think they have bad money management. So they're spending their money on bullshit novelties off Amazon. They're buying Uber Eats, which I don't know if y'all buy Uber Eats or ever buy Uber Eats. A normal $20 meal from Chick-fil-A will be $40 to $50 because of the cost to deliver it, tip, and extra cost, right? So and seeing the type of food that they actually eat, they eat 2 to 3 times more than the average family eats when it comes to 1 kid or 2 kids. So they're eating almost double what a family eats. So if a family spends, let's say, $100 at a fast food restaurant, they're spending almost $200 because they're Uber eating, and the amount of food that she is consuming, it's almost $200, and drugs, meth, weed, cocaine, fentanyl, right? All these different drugs, they're definitely spending their money on drugs. So you combine that with heavy eating, you combine that with buying random bullshit. Because if you look at the hotel room when they were packing and all that, they had too much stuff for people that were homeless. Like they had unnecessarily too much things in that one little ass studio hotel room for them. So they're just wasting their money. Okay. And I don't think they're making as much money as they think or as he claims on YouTube, because the logistics, the numbers just doesn't make sense. Okay. So yes, I do think they're homeless, and I do think that when it comes to them being in a tent, it's gonna spice up their OnlyFans. So now instead of being in a hotel, now they're gonna be in a tent. Now they're gonna be out in the woods. So a normal photo of her getting fucked by a dude or her getting, penetrated by a guy in the hotel room is now gonna be in the woods, which is gonna bring in a whole nother type of crowd of dudes that like that type of niche. They like that type of shit. And it's gonna basically bring more eyes and more revenue to their OnlyFans by being in a different environment, aka the tent, aka the woods. Shout out to the OG Mac J, man. So that's what's going on. And I know it sounds crazy, man, but when you connect all the dots and put it together, that's what's definitely going on. Oh yeah, man. Their lives are definitely unbearable. They're hard to watch. And the reason I want to make this video is because there's been a lot of rumors about she's doing OnlyFans. She's, she's being pimped, right? He make this amount of money on YouTube. And I wanted to make a video that brings it all together. She's selling. Right. So then fast forward, I clicked on the little Amazon wish list that she has on her OnlyFans. And we're about to get into some of the stuff that she wants people to buy her or send her gifts. Okay. Let's get into it. Selling that cat. Anything I receive will get you a little treat. Hi, this is. So, hold on, let me show y'all real quick. Do y'all want to see it? Like I said, there's no other channel. There's other channels that do good content about this, but none are going as deep as I am when it comes to proving what's really going on. So let's go to the Amazon link. What's on this Amazon list? So you see the Amazon wish list right there on our OnlyFans? Okay. I click on that. So just to show you that I'm not making this shit up. 1 second. Let me go ahead. I don't even know what to call that. Right? These long socks, try to be sexy in. So no wonder they be having a lot of Amazon shit. She got some knee pads, some fishnets. Look at that bunny costume. Bunny apparel, Playboy stuff. Look at this. So she gets freaky, man. And she gets freaky. Girl, it's time to get a regular job, girl. Hold on. I did not mean to click on that. It's time for you to get a regular job. Hold on. What is this? Hold on, guys. Let me see. It's time for her to get a regular job, man, because this is too much. You don't need all this. She'd rather do this. He'd rather have her do this than work to provide for her. Look at that. Nah. That's not that leather fucking. Look at that mask, boy. She into the what's it called? BDM or BDXM? Exactly. Why else would you need the knee pads? For her service. She's definitely a sex worker, guys. Look at this. So she is sick, motherfucker. You a sick, like you into that sick shit. That's crazy. Yeah, but it gets worse. Hold on. So this is what, like, when you click on her page on her OnlyFans, this is the Amazon link. Yes, daddy. Oh my gosh, she into some sick shit, bruh. Whoa. Sex machine, autonomous love machine with remote control graded. Right, so we're gonna stop right there, man. Like I said, it'll make it YouTube friendly. She's into that sick shit, man. That is her service. I don't want to go too deep because it gets worse. Let's take a little peek. Hold on. 147 posters, statues of like bounding statues and shit. All types of Playboy. Look at that, magazines and stuff like that. Yeah, man. We gonna go ahead and like I said, man, shout out to myself for making that video months ago. If y'all want to watch the full video, I can drop y'all the link to it. But that is her service, man. That is her service. Okay. That shit nasty. So I don't want to hear nothing about this dude making money, some grandiose plan. All that is bullshit because that's what he's trying to basically get her is to do so that they can make money. So he can live off her, basically. Guys, make sure you like the video if you haven't liked the video already. Let's go through some of this more of the Instagram. Okay. So let's see what she has to say.
Yo, don't mind my bangs because I said so. But autumn crisp grapes from Aldi are the crispiest mother effing grapes I have ever had in my whole life. What? Where have they been all my life?
Right, so they're trying to like tell her, yo, like, you know, you can do better and all that shit, but apparently she don't want to listen.
We're homeless because we don't want to pay rent. We're homeless because we don't want to pay rent.
Have done this. I would never have done this. It's just I'm making too much of a sore thumb of myself. Like, never have done this. I would never have done this. It's just
Okay.
We refuse to get a 9-to-5. We would rather be homeless than work for someone else and have a home. We could get a job in like 6 months or so to a year, could get an apartment and get out of homelessness, but we just don't want to do that. We don't want to work for someone else. We want to work for ourselves. It's not worth our freedom because when you work at a 9-to-5, you got to do what they say and it's their rules.
When she sells her ass, she got to do what the customer wants. As the customer want her to bend over in all these different positions, she got to listen. So when the people talk about, oh, you have a boss, these people have bosses too. Her clientele that pay for that cootie, that pay for them photos and videos, they tell her what to do.
we want to set our own rules.
That's why we're comfortable living out here, because we can make money on our own time.
Making videos about our lives together, recording every moment of each journey that we live. These are businesses that we run together in a romantic relationship, which is YouTube, TikTok, her service, and Facebook. And this would not be possible without you guys. So thank you so much. This all started when I got kicked out of my dad's house and I became homeless recording videos. Then I got popular. And then we made money and we got to the hotel and we stopped recording videos, got evicted, and now we're homeless again. I could have got a job, a 9-to-5. I just didn't want to do that because I don't want to work for somebody else. And we know we can potentially make more money doing it this way too. A 9-to-5, your income is capped. We rather live outside, record us living outside.
Why not work a 9-to-5 and still record living outside, right? You can almost double your money.
Post it on social media, make money from it, get out of homelessness, and then get a home and then record consistently when we get a home, because when we got the hotel, we didn't do that and we stopped making money. So we're back to square one. The first time we were homeless, we didn't choose it. Now we are. We refuse to get a 9-to-5.
Okay.
It's literally 78 degrees during winter. It's still wintertime. Spring don't start until March 20th. It's still winter. It's 78 degrees. Why is it so hot? Me and my girl got to get ready for spring. It feels like summer. And that bug just flew on my phone. So hot in here, like.
So hot. And it's like 10 degrees hotter in here. So it really feels like 85, 90 degrees in there.
This is exactly why I like being homeless during the winter, because she said it's 10 degrees hotter in here. Well, that's nice in the wintertime. Now it's working against you. I hard to sleep. It's too hot. What are we gonna do? It's too hot.
So now you got to move around, man. Now you got to move and walk around and shit. So now you upset. Crazy. Y'all hear this stuff, man?
We refused to get a 9 to 5. We got evicted from the hotel we were staying at. Now we're homeless. I could have got a 9 to 5, but I'm never doing that. I would rather be homeless and live outside than work for somebody else. Me and my girl gonna work for ourselves. She does her service. We record our videos on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. That's how we get paid. And this would not be possible without you guys. So thank you so much for watching and supporting us to the fullest, because I'm never getting a job. I can't stand working for somebody else, for another company, working on their time. I'd rather work on my own time and scale my money as much as I would like to, not trade my time for money directly. When you work at a job, you work this amount of hours, you only going to get paid this much. Then you can move up, then you get paid this much for working this long. Man, with this stuff, the stuff that we doing, the businesses that we doing, these videos that we record, man, the video do well, I can get so much money from that video, depending on how well the video is, how many people watch. We refuse to get a 9 to 5. We got evicted.
Organize, condense, take stuff to storage, and create, make our space more functional. So having a permanent place or a better place for the toilet, making sure that every storage area is like functional to the max, like is put in there, like set up, organized, it's clean, it's, you go in there and whatever is in there is easy to grab. It's set up. Then, like I said, setting up for summer, we did all the outside stuff for the most part. We want to get these chairs in here that are outside. We want to get that bin set up so that the mice aren't getting on it. We just want to set up to like where it's clean. Everything's clean, everything's easy to get into. Then, like I was saying, those bins, I think those bins should, because you were saying that they take up less room when they're stacked up. But I was saying if we get this out of here, because we're going to anyway for the summer, and we put the bed up against there, that gives us more room over here. And then it also, because it's summer, we're downsizing a lot. So we're not going to have nearly as much blankets, nearly as much, just a major downsize. So instead of them being all stacked up, right, which makes them harder to get into, harder to use, if we rode them up and maybe stacked only one on top of the other, right, like we only have two stacks, then two bins in a stack, then they're much easier to get into, and they almost act as like a countertop, so we can put other things that are more that we use more often on top, and they're easy to access. And then after that, our next main priorities are getting down our new budget, making sure organize,
had a budget.
condense.
Here we go, man. That damn jewelry box. Let's see what the hell's going on.
Yeah, she got the best of me. She broke crows fly. Oh, not all that's left for me is being in this guitar. Every night the different she follows me around, and you clip what's left of me. You clip what's left of me. Yeah, she got the best. I'm chilling on the dirt road, laid back, swerving like I'm George Jones. Smoke rolling out the window, and ice cold beer sitting on the console. Memory lane up in the headlights. It's got me reminiscing on them good times. Oh, rolling on the homeless, and I'm super grateful because there's people that don't have anything. At least I have a tent. Look at these nylon walls, polyester walls. Look at this right here. You see this right here? This is so it don't get punctured. I'm grateful. There's people that live in mud houses. They don't have power. Look at this. You see this? Grateful. Okay, I can have no power. There's homeless people that ain't got nothing. There's people that's not even eating nutritious foods. We have stores. Are you serious, man? I'm grateful. I don't want to be homeless, but I don't need a home. Okay? I'm surviving.
He swear he's so smart, bro.
We got evicted from the last hotel we were staying at. We didn't pay for months. We owed them $7,000. So we got another hotel with free electricity, free water, free cleaning service, free toiletries. Everything is free except for the rent and no credit checks. This hotel's more expensive.
Yeah, man. A lot of people watch him. He got 3,000 likes on his video, but he turns off the comments, Reese, because everybody be making fun of his ass. So he turns off the comments to protect his ego, to protect his, his sanity, because they be roasting his ass in the comments. But they got, I think, 300,000 subscribers on YouTube, almost that many on TikTok and Instagram. So they got a lot of followers. A lot of people do watch him.
Expensive than the last one though. It's like $4,000 a month.
How are they supposed to be saving money if they're spending more money on this hotel than the last hotel that they got evicted from for not paying rent?
Which is exactly why we cannot stay here full time, which is why we still living in a tent, paying no rent, avoiding it much as possible. But like today, there's a tornado. So I'm not living outside today. I'm gonna get this hotel.
Let's see the tornado. Here we go.
There's a tornado happening tonight, and we wonder if these branches are going to fall on the tent. We can get another tent, but we can't get a new body. So do y'all think this tree is going to fall? Maybe not the tree, but the branches. Do y'all think that's going to fall? Look at those branches. And look how it's angled right over the tent. And if it falls, it's going to fall right on this dresser. There's a dresser right here. I don't think we would make it. So we get in a hotel. Tornado's going to be bad. It's going to be high winds, like 60 miles per hour. So we're getting a hotel because I'm not trying to have branches fall in the tent. Now, we back here anyway, but if something does happen, we're not going to be here if it happens. We'll just get a new tent. Now, it'll make the branches weaker, but we can't really do nothing about that, can we? We got to do what we got to do. I mean, we could put up like a rope or something. I mean, look at this. You see this branch right here? See how this branch fell? And then look, this tree fell right here. Look at this tree. See how this tree fell? I see that? So it definitely can happen. We got to be careful.
So look, you be recording her bending over and shit. Her cleavage. Look. That's crazy.
these are king size blankets. So let's do everything we can to make sure that they don't drag on the floor and stuff.
Okay.
You making her do all the work, man. Reese, that's crazy.
So much more comfortable. It's not that the other one, like, it's just that, okay, so first of all, it's on a hill. So
Look at that, right? Making her do all the work. Showing off her cakes.
We were living in a storage unit and got kicked out because it got so popular. Everyone was talking about it. It was even on the news. We lived in a U-Haul after we got kicked out of the storage unit. We used that same U-Haul to set up our new homeless spot next to the shopping mall. There were no private property signs, but someone owned this land and kicked us off. So then we moved into a hotel, and then we got evicted from that, and we're homeless again. This is our second time being homeless. We know how to survive, and we're going to stay out here until we save up enough money to where we pay off all our debt and get a tiny home. We got to raise our credit really high. So it's not just about money. We were living in a storage.
Right. So here's the most recent video. All he do is lay down, bro.
bro, you can have both of them on.
Look at that, making her do all the work. You can grab a few pillows. Look at that, have her put the whole tent up by herself. That shit crazy, bro.
Cozy, right?
Yeah.
So much more comfortable. It's not that the other one, like, it's just that, okay, so first of all, it's on a hill. So
that's it, man. That's the update. They broke up for a few days, got back together. That shit is hilarious, man. Don't be like them, man. Lazy as hell, selling your body and everything to afford Uber Eats. Don't listen to these ninjas with these grandmaster plans on how to make millions of dollars, man. Don't listen to them. Do y'all ladies go to college, get y'all's degrees, work a job, do things the right way. Stop trying to do shit for cloud content, all that shit, man. Like the video before y'all get out of here. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Shout out to everybody that's on the replay. Leave a comment and let me know what y'all think. Got 10 dreads on his head, crusty ass lips, a beard that don't connect, right? Yeah, carbonation living, that's facts. A nature boy living, that's facts. Shout out to everybody up in the building, man. Enjoy y'all Saturday. I'm about to go hang out with the fam, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.